Imagine waking up tomorrow and poof, every single drop of ocean water is just gone. No waves, no tides, no deep blue horizon, just empty basins where the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans used to be. Sounds like a dream for beach lovers, right? More sand, more space, more problems. Because if Earth suddenly lost its oceans, things would get very, very weird. First off, let's picture it. You walk out to what used to be the shoreline. Instead of waves crashing, you're staring at a massive pit stretching for thousands of miles. You could literally drive across the Atlantic, but the trip wouldn't be fun. Think giant mud plains, endless fish skeletons, and the occasional lost cruise ship stuck in the muck. But here's the catch. The oceans aren't just giant swimming pools. They're the life support system of our planet. Take them away, and Earth turns into something closer to Mars, with a bad sunburn. Oceans act like Earth's thermostat. They absorb heat from the sun during the day and slowly release it at night. Without them, the planet's climate goes haywire. Summers would become blistering hot, winters brutally cold. Cities near the coast, like New York, Tokyo, or Sydney, would lose their ocean breeze effect and turn into ovens or freezers. Here's a fun fact. More than half the oxygen we breathe doesn't come from forests. It comes from tiny ocean plants called phytoplankton. No oceans, no plankton. That means within months, oxygen levels would drop. Breathing would feel like you're at high altitude all the time. Not deadly right away, but not exactly comfortable. You might think, hey, we still have rivers and lakes, right? Sure. But guess where most of that fresh water cycle comes from? Yep, the oceans. With no evaporation from seas, clouds stop forming the way they should. Rainfall collapses, rivers dry up, crops fail. In a few years, Earth becomes a global desert. Obviously, all sea life is doomed instantly. Whales, dolphins, squids, gone. Coral reefs, gone. The entire seafood industry, sushi restaurants, also gone. But it gets worse. Birds that rely on fish, extinct. Animals that drink from rivers fed by rain, struggling. Humans? We'd be clinging to the last drops of fresh water like it's liquid gold. On the bright side, literally, massive amounts of land would appear. The ocean floor would become the biggest real estate opportunity in history. Want to buy beachfront property on the Mariana Trench? Well, now you can. Except it's pitch black, lifeless, and probably smells like dead squid. Not exactly Zillow material. But here's the real kicker. Without oceans, Earth's rotation actually changes. Oceans add weight that balances our spin. Remove them, and the planet wobbles like a lopsided top. This could trigger massive earthquakes and volcanoes as tectonic plates shift in new, unpredictable ways. Imagine entire continents cracking apart just because we yanked away their watery cushion. And don't forget the sun. Without oceans reflecting sunlight, more heat stays trapped in the atmosphere. Earth could spiral into a runaway greenhouse effect, turning us into a budget version of Venus. So, what would life be like without oceans? Brutal! Hot days, freezing nights, no rain, no food, no oxygen, no fun. Humanity might survive for a little while with underground bunkers and artificial oxygen farms, but long-term, oceans are the reason Earth is alive and not just another barren rock floating through space. It turns out, the oceans aren't just something we swim in on summer vacations. They're the beating heart of our planet. So what do you think? If oceans disappeared tomorrow, how long do you think humanity could last? Drop your guess in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this dive into disaster, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next big what if. Because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.